Anyway, the story of William Shakespeare has been brought all the way from Stratford-upon-Avon to Yuba City.
And that is where Dina is live learning about a new production of a play all about the Bard himself. Hey, Dina.
Oh, good day to all of you here at Good Day Sacramento. I am somebody who is not an actor. I am just a reporter playing an actor here in Yuba City because these people are the actors. Yes, we are here at B Street Theater, and this is going to be so much fun. Okay, so they have a few shows, a lot of shows happening through April 20th of Happy Birthday, Mr. Shakespeare. And I want to show you the two people here you're looking at, Lauren Coates and Matt Coates, co-writers and directors. We're going to have a little fun with you here in this 9 o'clock hour, though. We are going to let them take it away. And then in the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to talk to them more. Are you ready for that?
Okay, let's do it.
Here we go. Just take a listen to a little snippet. Happy birthday, Mr. Shakespeare, with a little comedy and a little Renaissance. Here we go. Action.
Action.
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, as truth makes all things plain.
All the world's a stage, and we are merely actors, here to entertain you.
Welcome to the acting company.
And today's performance of Happy Birthday, Mr. Shakespeare.
In celebration of today's Master William Shakespeare's birthday, his 461st birthday to be exact, we are going to be exploring all of the wonderful things that make the Bard the Bard.
Before we get started, we should probably make you aware that this might not be what you're used to as a theater-going audience. However, the venue in which we are using today, or the format, is based on a venue in which Shakespeare's plays are still performed regularly.
That's right, we're not talking about a traditional classroom, theater, or auditorium. No, we're speaking of a venue that originated in Southern California in 1963 with a teacher named Phyllis Patterson. We're speaking, of course, of
the Renaissance Fair.
Now, on first glance, a Renaissance fair is nothing like a traditional theater. They're generally outdoors and attended by thousands of people.
They are loud, raucous, and have several different types of entertainment being performed on various stages simultaneously. Lastly, and most importantly, a Renaissance fair is a wholly immersive theater event, which means the audience is part of the show.
Now, they are a truly unique experience, which, if you've never gone to one, you really should go at least once in your lifetime.
But since we can't transport you all to the Ren Fair to experience it for yourselves,
we are going to do what we can to bring the Ren Fair experience right here to the acting company stage today.
And since the acting company doesn't really have the space or the budget for jugglers, sword swallowers, battling knights,
archery, knife throwing,
artisans, vendors,
various musical and dance acts,
turkey legs,
or a joust with live horses, you're going to have to content yourself with two things that the best Renaissance fairs provide, and those are superior acting prowess and active audience participation. Hip, hip, huzzah!
There you have it. Okay, there is so much more. We wanted to give you a great snippet. We're going to have all the details linked up to our website, gooddaysacramento.com. Hooray to all of you. Cheers!
Huzzah!
And they're going to have productions on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays through April 20th. We'll link it up, gooddaysacramento.com. And we're going to get to know the actors coming up. Thank you all.
Well done. Well done. Yes.
You also have to remember to rotate that hat, Dina, so you don't get sunburn on the inside.
It was a lot of hat. It was a little
Every half an hour, just
evenly basted.
Yeah,
that's fair. See, now, most theater productions only allow you to watch the show, but a new play lets you be part of the show.
Ooh, Dina is live at the acting company in Yuba City where they are performing Happy Birthday, Mr. Shakespeare, and lets you be part of the production.
Happy birthday! Yes, that's right. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited to introduce you to the cast, the characters, the people who make Happy Birthday, Mr. Shakespeare here, the acting company in Yuba City on B Street. And I first want to introduce you to Matt and Lauren Coates because they are the ones who actually helped to create this piece. They also found love in the theater a little while ago, a few years ago. We'll get to that. So good morning to all of you.
Good morning. Yeah.
All right, so first of all, happy birthday, Mr. Shakespeare. Let's just talk about the premise of this. We got to see a little bit of it in the 9 o'clock hour, but let's talk about how this all came to be.
So Matt and I have been performing theater met on this stage 22 years ago, and we found a love of Shakespeare. It's how we fell in love, and we've continued to do that. We started when our daughter was in school and did an overnight at Sutter's Fort. Ended up joining Sacramento Living History. Did a show at the Eagle Theater called The Bard and the Gold Rush. From there, we got invited to join the Ren Fair, and you know, as they say, the rest is history. But much like the Reduced Shakespeare Company, we did small 30-minute acts on the Ren Fair. We are privileged enough to have been able to perform at the Northern California Renaissance Fair in Gilroy, which is one of the top 10 Ren Fairs in the world. It's such a privilege. And we wrote 2 more shows, and we've then gone on to combine all 3 shows into this, which is a celebration of Shakespeare and his lasting impact on the world.
Yes, and this is really a blend of comedy and Renaissance, which I love. You bring in a lot of fun costumes and characters and bits, and this is meant to be enjoyed by all ages as well, because sometimes I think Shakespeare can be a little intimidating on the face of it, but you want to break it down and make it easily digestible for families.
Correct. That's fun. We like to say it's like the Muppets does Shakespeare.
I think one of the main differences between us and Reduced is we came from an education background. So we started doing our shows we were brought in for Children's Day, for teaching. So it's always had the history component and the teaching. So it's kind of a Shakespeare 101, an overview. So if you already love Shakespeare, you're going to love it even more. And if you don't know Shakespeare, so many people say, well, I read it in high school and I didn't understand it. Well, it's because it's meant to be performed. And we make it a lot more accessible to our audiences and just a lot more fun. The dad jokes make it more fun.
We love dad jokes on Good Day. Okay, so we got to see a little bit of already. I do want to see a little bit of the sword fighting action between you and, you know, a little husband and wife sword fighting. It's kind of like real life too, but you guys make it fun. Let's talk about, though, real quickly, how people can support the theater, get their tickets, and come out to the show.
Megan?
So you can go to theactingcompany.org, and that's where you can buy your tickets. Also, community theater is part of the community, and you can find a community here. So if you're interested in participating, whether it's on stage or backstage or in our lighting booth, we encourage everybody. We're very inclusive, and we would love to have you.
Yes, and real quickly, remind people, acting is not your primary job. What else did you do?
Oh, I'm prior military. I work in cybersecurity, and my husband's an educator. Megan's in HR.
So if you want a creative outlet, join the theater. And as we send it to the anchors, I want to see the 2 of you with the sword fight. Again, it is Happy Birthday, Mr. Shakespeare, written and directed by Matt and Lauren Coates. Take it away, you 2.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
But do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
I do not bite my thumb at you, sir.
But I do bite my thumb, sir. Tybalt, you rat catcher, will you walk?
And what would you have of me, sir?
Good king of cats, number 1 of your 9 lives. That I may make bold withal, and that you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8. Ha! 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 I'm hurt. A plague on both your houses, I am sped. And Shakespeare was a pirate! Huzzah!
And that is it. End scene. You have to see more by coming out to the city of Yuba City. Back to you.
Thank you, Dina.
Very cool. By the way, I appreciate the commitment to changing the hats.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, I like that.